My name's Adam. There's not really much I can say about myself other than that. I'm not the most interesting man, but then again, most people aren't that interesting to begin with. People just wander around like leaves. They grow to an age where their innocence fades from a youthful green into a hue of cynicism, or perhaps it's just maturity at its most rudimentary form, hidden behind a solid earthly color. Once we reach this age, we latch off the arms and stumble our ways into the environment, causing much disdain to all those around us. I'm not a cynic, I'm just 18, straight out of high school. I hardly consider myself a man yet, even though the country believes that I'm man enough to die for it. I made some bad choices and got left behind in this shit town of a desert, but it's okay. I have some things to sort out before I venture off into adulthood. I spend most of my time reading, drinking, or spending money on pointless shit. I'm not much of a conversationalist, which is probably why people think I'm a dick. I wouldn't blame them, just take a look at my despondent face. I would probably want to kick my own ass out of pity if I had to look at it long enough. I guess I could classify myself as a troubled kid, but that would be the easy way out. I'm possibly just a coward. I've started to really lose faith in God recently. He seems to never listen when I talk to him. Silent treatment never works. Someone should really tell him this. If he could only answer one question out of the million that I've asked for the past decade of my life, it would be this. Why are people so inadequate? People are never truly happy. They strive for something, and once they get it, they're still not content. Is God just bored watching us all the time that he had to mix in a bunch of nuts and psychos on his beloved Earth just to make it more entertaining? I guess television would be pretty boring if everyone was perfect. Maybe religion is just a bunch of bull. My mom would be ashamed if she ever heard me saying this. Just look at all the Mexican collectibles around this Mexican house. Enough to satisfy any Bible thumper's heart. But I've grown up. I no longer put faith in religious beliefs. Doing so would only juxtapose my faith in Santa Claus or Fox News. So much suppressed anger from all the years of crap has finally taken a toll on me. My soul is feeble, but my mind is strong. Ah, poetic garbage at its finest. Shit like this once soared through your humble narrator's mind. The time comes when everyone must set aside childish attitudes and take life for what it is. I'm not exactly sure what that life really consists of. Again, I'm only 18, but I'm well aware of the impossibility to succeed with such low self-worth, which is why I devised a new outlook on life. I would have to search long and hard on the road for the American dream, rid myself of this pathetic image that I shamefully boast, and I did it with two robust words: fuck it. There's nothing more terrifying than an ignorant lost soul in the depths of a drinking rage. Driving down you on the freeway while contemplating destruction with a beer in hand is a lot easier than you would think. A ride on Main and a quick stop at Timbuktu provided with more or less of what I needed. It's amazing what $32 can buy an American these days. Stinky Pete promised me that they were the best batch he'd ever come across. Promised me a trip to the moon and back on a comfy unicorn. I'd be the judge of that. It's funny how these little devils can cause so much distortion to reality when compared to other drugs. Acid is no joke, but I've always had some good laughs while on its haphazard course. So four of these buggers would cause no unexpected trips, or so I thought. Too much acid is a phrase that I've never uttered, but I sure as hell thought about it during the session. It was more like shifting through orgasmic waves of brilliance while an orgy of kaleidoscopes was commencing around my whole being. No man should ever experience so much enjoyment in such a short amount of time. For the first time in Lord knows how many years, I was completely content. Hell, I was more than content. I was free. But whatever goes up must come down, and in this case meant coming back to the realities of imprisonment. It was frightening to face the fact that I had never felt more happy in my life as I did during that experience, and the thought that I might never achieve such peace as I did that day was even more appalling. So appalling that I found the only solution to cure my sickness. That's right, I did myself in. It seemed logical at the time, and now that I look back at it all, I do regret it. All I needed was a little direction, some motivation, time, and courage. Or maybe I just needed to stop being such a pussy.
The ragman draws circles up and down the block.